Now, this little short film only lasts 8 minutes. It's a record of gathering of the Dodd clan in 1965. So this is Dublin Airport, and that's the aeroplane carrying Carmel, Sister Carmel Dodd, back from Nigeria on leave. So there she is coming out of the plane, and then we greet her at the airport. So that's Mrs. Dodd in the front, Carmel and her travelling companion and Colette. So there's Carmel, Colette, and that's myself and Colette and Carmel walking to the car park, Mrs. Dodd and Gerard. So there's mother and daughter. I'm sure this is in the back garden of our house in Blackrock, County Dublin. This is the way nuns dressed in 1965. And now we're back to Boyle. This is a shot of Lough Key. Very faded, but I left it in anyway. And so we organised a picnic in Hollybrook, which is a big estate between Boyle and Sligo. Now here we have some of Colette's nieces and nephews. The tall one is Elizabeth Dodd and Carmel McCavna, and that's Annette Dodd. So Annette and Carmel and Elizabeth. And there's Gerald with Dennis Dodd. So this is taken down at the lake shore on Lough Key. And that's Jimmy Dodd's house. And that's our little mini miner that we had at the time, Jimmy Dodd. And now we're out at Hollybrook for the picnic. So there was, that's Kieran in the shirt sleeves, and myself in the black playing football. And myself and Colette. And this tent is a tent that I got as a child. It's surplus US Army stuff after World War II. And we camped in it, myself and my pals, on Rathlin Island and on a cycle trip around Ireland. So here's the picnic being served by the ladies. Carmel couldn't take off her habit in those days to get into civvies. That's Joseph Dodd, known to all and sundry as Joe Dodd, Mrs. Dodd. Notice how everybody dressed up. The best china, that's Des McCavna. Teapot with a cosy on it. This is Hollybrook House, where we had... This is Dennis Dodd. And here are all the children. John McCavna. That's Denise sitting there. That's Dennis playing football with his grandfather, Jimmy Dodd. And this kite was my kite that I've had since childhood. Still have it, it's out in the shed. And that again was RAF surplus after World War II. It was used when pilots bailed out over the sea. It was used to carry an aerial where they could send signals, and also as a marker for search planes or rescue boats. This is Jerry having a snooze. The Dodds were big into cat napping, power napping. That's Joseph and Jimmy. So here are the children down on the shores of Lough Arrow. which was just down at the end of the lawn from where the big house is. That's Colette, Joseph and his wife Eileen, and that's Jimmy with the hat on. There's Joe having some fun with Colette. They're carrying the branches to swat away the flies, midges. That's James Dodd in swimming, in the net. Carmel McCavanagh, that's myself. Those are the ubiquitous lilos that we got with cigarette coupons. We had many, many years of fun with them. So there's Kieran going in. He looks frozen. That's James Dodd with his mummy Eileen, Jimmy, myself and the Lilos. So here's the formal group. Kieran, Mrs. Dodd, Mr. Dodd, Carmel, and then here are all the grandchildren with the in-laws. And this is a shot of the Dodds with all the grandchildren. There was only McCavanagh's and Joe Dodd's children at that stage. The McBrides hadn't been born, nor Jerry's children had not been born at that stage. That's Emma and Claire. So that's James. We're out in Kieran's boat that he built when he was a student on Lough Key. This is the house in Ross's Point that the McCavanaghs rented for many years. We spent the whole of July there. This is down on Ross's Point Strand. It hasn't changed a lot, as you can see. So here's my kite again. And this is out at the waterfall in Glencar with the McCavanaghs and the Dodds. So there's Carmel with, or Colette rather, with some of her nieces. This is Carmel McCavanagh doing a little dance down the steps. McCavanagh, Claire. Here we're back to Lough Key again. That's Colette walking up from the edge of the lake. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that.